I just realized that I have been running on default masculine energy for a long time. And it's fascinating to me because it hasn't been until recently that I'm going through my healing journey that I've discovered that I am now tapping into my feminine energy. Hello and welcome to your safe space where we talk all about mindset shifts, manifestation, healing, and self-care. My name is Jules, and today we are diving deep into a conversation that is truly fascinating to me, and that is the topic of feminine energy and masculine energy. And before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that is listening to this in audio form, because this is actually our first podcast episode. So thank you for listening. I appreciate you. And if you are watching this in video form, welcome back to the channel. And I am also very happy that you are here so we can embrace this topic together. So what's the deal with these energies and how can we harness their power? So I want to start with feminine energy because this is the energy that I am personally working on myself. Like I said, I am going through my healing journey, and so I have been tapping more into my feminine energy. And it's actually really fascinating to me because for a long time I just thought that I was naturally tapping into my feminine energy because of my gender, but that wasn't always the case. So let's backtrack and start with what is feminine energy and how does it show up in our lives. So feminine energy is all about intuition, nurturing, creativity, and empathy. It's gentle, it's compassionate, and it's collaborative. When we connect with our feminine energy, we are connecting with our emotions, our intuition, and our inner wisdom. And so what I've discovered as I'm going through my healing journey is that I have a wounded female energy. And because I have a wounded female energy, I wasn't able to listen to my intuition for a really long time. I also struggled with my creativity for a really long time. Even though I wanted to be creative, I just wasn't able to express it because I was afraid of stepping out of my comfort zone. Another way that feminine energy shows up is through receiving. And so for me, receiving means words of affirmation, receiving love, feeling loved, feeling secure, and feeling safe. And for a long time, I leaned into that part of my female energy where I was seeking security, but I was seeking security from external factors. And I wasn't seeking security from myself. And so another part of my healing feminine energy that I am going through right now is that I am allowing myself to be playful. I am allowing myself to be creative. I am exploring the things that I enjoy, which is dancing and being spontaneous, spending time in nature. I know that those things bring me so much joy and peace in my life. I recently did a meditation where I was tapping into my feminine energy. And through this meditation, I was able to connect to my soul because our soul is feminine energy. And that connection is so magical. And so during this meditation, I asked myself, Julie, what do you need? Is it love? Is it compassion? Is it help? Is it kindness? Is it understanding? I allowed myself to meditate on these questions so that I could connect with my higher female energy. And so when we tap into our female energy, we are able to connect with others and cultivate a deeper connection with the world around us. On the other hand, masculine energy is about giving. It's about assertiveness, logic, action, structure, and goal-oriented focus. And so when I learned these traits of masculine energy, it all just made sense to me. For a long time, I have been running on this masculine energy. It was my left side of the brain having more control and suppressing my creativity, my playfulness, my intuition without me realizing it. But it makes sense because if you think about it, society as a whole is a very masculine energy driven, regardless of your gender. And so masculine energy tends to be more dominant and feminine energy is not always accepted. I was actually just having this conversation with my best friend last night where she was expressing how she's always been very driven. And it just made sense to me knowing what I know now about masculine energy and feminine energy, I could see that. I could see us tapping into that energy and just going. And we don't always have that balance, or we don't always let ourselves tap into that feminine energy of receiving and being creative and playful and intuitive and embracing compassion. And so I just think that it's so fascinating to see how our life is dictated by our energies or by what is more dominant in your life. So whether that's more left brain or more right brain focused. And without me realizing, I was embracing a lot of my masculine energy for a long time because I have been working on setting more boundaries. I've been going hard on taking action towards my goals, and I'm a very analytical person. Also, when you tap into your masculine energy, you are tapping into your purpose and your direction in life. So what this means is that you are cultivating a sense of leadership in your life. You are in charge of the decisions that you make, and you are making more information-based decisions instead of like heart decisions where you kind of just listen to your heart and make decisions based on that. Again, I do want to say that these energies aren't exclusively tied to any gender, and anyone can express these energies regardless of their gender identity. And each person has a unique balance of both of these energies within themselves. And this balance can shift depending on various factors such as life experiences, personal growth, and external circumstances. So how do we tap into these energies? For me, I am able to tap into my feminine energy through practices such as meditation, journaling, and self-reflection. I go for a walk every day, and during this walk, I am able to reflect. I am able to learn new things, and I'm also doing personal video diaries where I reflect on my day. I reflect on things that are going right, things that are going wrong, my feelings, my ups and downs, gratitude, challenges, and everything in between. I am also learning to heal and engage my feminine energy, and I do this through things that I enjoy and re-energize me, such as dancing, spending time in nature, painting, doing arts and crafts, and volunteering my time as a lifeline mentor at a DV shelter. On the other hand, I am continuing to tap into my masculine energy through making goals, breaking them down into actionable steps, working on my purpose and my mission statement, setting boundaries, and being a leader in my life. I embrace my logical brain when I make a pro and a con list whenever I need to make big decisions. Back in 2020, when the world was upside down, my word of the year was priorities. So this was the year where I took the time to ask myself what is important to me, what do I need to prioritize, and then focus that year on getting all of my ducks in a row. In 2021, I had 3 words: boundaries, self-care, and determination. And so I can really say that in the year 2021 is when things really started happening for me, because I was tapping into both of my energies. I was establishing boundaries, I was learning to love myself and tapping into my feminine energy, and I was laser focused on my goals with determination, which again, I was tapping into my masculine energy. I love that I was embracing both of these energies in my life, and actually my word of the year for 2023 is courage. And so I feel like this is a great year to encompass everything that I've learned and continue to grow and heal and work on myself and continue to listen to my intuition. I actually made an entire video on intuition, so I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below so you can watch or listen to that one next. I want you to know that when you tap into these energies, you can truly enhance your mindset. You can dive deep into manifestation and what manifestation is as a whole. You can promote healing and self-care in your life. Both of these energies are essential for a well-rounded and fulfilling life. And when you tap into them, you can achieve a greater sense of fulfillment and personal development. When we are aware, we can be better parents, we can be better friends, we can be better partners, co-workers, and community members. All in all, we can be better versions of ourselves for the people that we love and for the people around us. And I understand that sometimes it can be hard to tap into that creative, playful, compassionate energy. And sometimes it can be difficult to tap into that analytical, goal-driven, assertive, logical energy. I understand it can be hard. So let's talk about some of the challenges and some ways that we can overcome them. As we all know, there are tons of stereotypes that push the idea of being strong and independent and unemotional. Plus, cultural conditioning can also mess with how people view masculinity, and toxic masculinity is a huge topic as well. So when you follow certain expectations, it can be hard to embrace these qualities of assertiveness, goal-oriented focus, taking energy, and all of these things that are associated with masculine energy. And another challenge is that there's a big fear of being viewed as vulnerable, soft, less like a man, right? And so this personification makes it really hard for individuals to ask for help and to express their emotions, their wants, and their needs. But when you are vulnerable, you are emotionally connected and you are more self-aware. So it is important to let yourself be open sometimes. Now, when it comes to feminine energy, there's a lot of messaging out there that can really mess with your head. One of those is that society often pushes stereotypes about femininity being weak or submissive, and that can make it really hard to embrace your feminine energy without feeling like you are doing something wrong or you are being judged. And don't even get me started on power dynamics, because that can also play a huge role. I was listening to a podcast earlier this week that talked about the power dynamic in relationships and how a lot of the times when a woman is nagging the man is because the person that feels like they are being nagged are often in that feminine energy of wanting to be playful, whereas the person that is doing the nagging is in that masculine energy where they want structure and stability. And so speaking to heterosexual couples that fit this dynamic of the man goes to work, he's in masculine energy all day, he comes home, and then without realizing what he's doing, he's in feminine energy because he wants to receive, he wants to play, he wants to drink or gamble or not take responsibility at home. And this is also a lot to do with like the Hispanic culture and machismo, but that's another topic for another video. Anyways, and so when they come home and they are in their feminine energy, they want to receive and feel loved and appreciated. But then you have the partner who is sometimes in masculine energy and is continued to be in masculine energy all day because it's hard for them to transfer over to their feminine energy because there's that power dynamic and imbalance of the relationship as a whole because both are unaware of their energies. And so my advice on overcoming these challenges is to have these conversations. Talk to your friends about masculine and feminine energy. Talk to your partner about these energies. See what they think about it. You know, my brother and sister-in-law came over a few weekends ago, and that's exactly what we did. We talked about this. We had deep, meaningful conversations about masculine and feminine energy and how our culture expects men and women to act in relationships and in life. And so the first step is to be self-aware and to reflect on societal conditioning and your personal beliefs. It is also important to challenge societal norms and expectations, unlearn ingrained patterns, and consciously reclaim your energy. Also, surround yourself with supportive people who validate all forms of your energy. And remember, everyone's journey to balancing their energies is unique to each person. It takes self-compassion and patience and a commitment to personal growth. All right. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and leave this affirmation in the comments section below. I am a perfect blend of masculine and feminine energy. And if you are listening to this on podcast, go ahead and leave a review wherever you are listening to podcasts. And you can also tag me at MindsetManifest.co on Instagram and share what stood out to you the most. And if you found any value in this video, please subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and get the message out there for more people to find. And if you would like more motivation sent to your phone on a weekly basis, you can join the Wise Wednesday newsletter that goes out every week by joining the community at MindsetManifest.co. And I'm going to leave you the same way that I always do. You matter, you are doing your best, and that is good enough. Until next time, my friend, stay amazing.